So starting off, maybe you're like me. Maybe you're like I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I had blogged for over 2 years. Every day. I remember I grinded every day, Monday through Saturday, with a few exceptions. I got my butt up out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30. I blogged. I wrote content every day. I mean, I did it. It's dark outside. My kids weren't going to be up for 3 more hours. And I mean, I remember those days. I kind of remember them fondly in a way. Like I remember liking the fact I was getting up at 5. I was grinding. I was special. Most people don't do that. The reality is most people don't do that. Maybe you're doing the same thing. I realized later I had written enough content in those 2 years, post 600, 1,000, sometimes 1,500, sometimes shorter, 1,500, 1,000 words, 6 days a week doing that. You do the math. Over 2 years, I'd written over 6 average length books. And I was spending money left and right. I was spending money on hosting. I spent money on my theme, my WordPress theme. I spent money on virtual assistants. I spent money on my email provider. I spent money left and right. I was spending a ton of money and I was making exactly nothing. Big, fat goose egg. Now I said I was running an online business. What I really had was an expensive hobby. I didn't have a business because businesses make money. We know that, right? Think of a business. What business comes to mind? Maybe it's Apple. Maybe it's Walmart. Maybe it's a grocery store down the street. All of them make money. That's what businesses do. I was losing money. And it wasn't that I was losing money like, okay, I'm investing in the future. I'm spending $1,000, a month and only making 800. No, I was just every month spending hundreds of dollars and making exactly zero. That's what I call stupid. That is insane. It's asinine to do that. And here's the thing. I knew all about affiliate marketing. Those of you who know my story, you know that I to that point, I had worked with some of the biggest names in business. I had worked with Shutterfly. I consulted for Adidas. I'd run my own $12 million affiliate program. Grew it from the ground up from $0 to $12 million in less than 3 years. I've worked with entrepreneurs like Ray Edwards and Michael Hyatt, Brian Tracy, Ziegler, Jeff Goins. The list goes on and on. I've worked with those companies. I've worked with those entrepreneurs. I've consulted businesses and they want to know, how do you run an affiliate program? Yet I'd never done affiliate marketing. So I'm sitting there. And this is also, by the way, every week I have my mastermind meetings, and every week it's the same thing. Like I'm surprised my mastermind members, Mark used to be one of them. Thankfully, I'm friends with all of them. I'm surprised they didn't hate me, because every week it's like, well, I spent $200 last month and made nothing. That's like the most depressing online business story ever. So finally, I started putting into practice what I knew. I'd watched all these top affiliates. I'd watched all of these online marketers. I knew all of their secrets, and yet I wasn't doing it myself. So I started putting this into practice and started making money. My first one, I have this blog again, 2 years, no money. And I reach out to Michael Hyatt and I say, who's now a client, and I say, do you have an affiliate program for your course, 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever? And he says, yeah, I do. And I get signed up. I get into the program. I start writing some content. I apply all those best practices I'd learned over 10 years working with affiliates. And I did what I knew I was supposed to do. And I was like, I had a list of under 800 people. I said, okay, if I can make 2 sales, if I can just make 2 little measly sales, then I have proof of concept. I know this is going to work. I've proved to myself that this is going to do what I want it to do. Just 2 sales. I don't know what that would have equaled up to, maybe $100 in commissions, $125, but this is proof. And oh, you know what? Maybe I can pay for my hosting this month and a few other things. That'd be really cool. And I remember I got an email after the promotion. It was totally blind. They didn't have a fancy affiliate center like we do now that I'm running their program. And we didn't have this fancy affiliate center. I had no idea what my stats were. I did everything I could. I treated this like it was the biggest promotion I've ever run in my life. And I didn't have a product at this point, keep in mind. I did not have a product. So I treat this like it's a big promotion. I do blog posts. I do emails. The promo ends. I have no idea how I stand. A week goes by maybe, and I get an email. And it's from Michael's assistant. And she says, what's your PayPal address? And I'm like, yeah, I clearly made some money. I'm like, woohoo, I'm going to get a PayPal deposit. We're going to Sizzla. I'm all excited because of this. Like, I don't even know what it is. Another 4 weeks goes by and they pay us. I get this email. They didn't even tell me, which, okay, don't do that if you're running your own affiliate program, by the way. It's bad form. Anyway, I've told them that, but they've fixed it since then because we're running their program now. And I get this email from PayPal and it says, you have $586 from Michael Hyatt and Company. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't like I was broke doing this blog thing. Like, I had my own business and my own clients that were clearly making us a lot of money. But that $586, you'd have thought that there's at least 3 more zeros on the end of that. I called my wife. I'm like, you got to look at the screen. You got to look at this. You got $586. I'm doing it. I'm on my way. Proof of concept. I can do this. Over the next 2 years, I made more than 100. I almost said 400. That's not right. I made more than $134,000 in affiliate commissions. And I started with a list of less than 800, and it was never more than 2,000 people. Like I said, I had seen what top affiliates were doing. I'd seen the power of affiliate marketing. Yeah, I wasn't taking advantage of the opportunity right in front of me. I didn't have a product, but I had a big, fat problem. I was losing money doing my blog, building my platform. I had a podcast as well, and it was all a drain. And affiliate marketing was the answer to my problems. So now that $134,000 in commissions, now keep in mind, that might seem like the most obvious reason. Like, you're like, okay, 7 benefits of affiliate marketing before I have a product. Hey, Matt, I'd like to name one. It's making money. Yes, that's a big one. That's a big one. But I've actually got 7 for you today you might not even thought of. Now, before I go on, 2 things are true. One, I'm going to sip my throat coat tea with a Luden's cough drop or throat drop in there. And 2, make sure to use that live chat icon. You have any questions along the way, like I mentioned before, Mark will interrupt me. And if it's topical, if it's on topic, Mark's going to interrupt me. If it's not on topic to that moment, don't worry. We're going to answer a bunch of them at the end. So at the end, it's going to be like hodgepodge question time. We're going to bounce from this topic to that topic and back to that topic and go all over the place. And it's going to be like topic ADD. But along the way, we're going to keep them topical. So Mark will interrupt me if we have any questions. So make sure to check out that chat icon down there. Or if you have any problems or other questions, just ask Mark along the way. So first, that first benefit, you develop the right mindset from day one. This is important. You want to develop the right mindset from day one. So you're starting your blog, you're starting your podcast, you're starting your video channel. Mindset. Everything is going to center around mindset. See, when you give content without ever asking for a financial transaction, it sets you up for burnout. That's where I was 2 years into my journey. I was burned out. I was just exhausted. Like I said, I'm complaining to my mastermind group every week about, I'm not making any money. It's depressing. That's not a business. That's a hobby. And so much of business, especially online business, especially if you're working by yourself, you're working with a small team, you're a solopreneur, a small entrepreneur, you're not in an office where it's just busy. So much of it's up here. It's mindset. It's mental. And I want you from day one, in fact, from day 0, the day before you launch your blog, I want you in a money-making mindset. I want you in a money-making mindset. So yes, if you've read Gary Vaynerchuk, he wrote a book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. So you should give, but eventually you have to jab, or you have to right hook. You have to right hook. You can't just jab. The book's not jab, 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 and then infinite jabs. The book cover would be full of the word jab. There'd never be a right hook. You can't do that. You eventually have to ask for a sale. And starting off, you don't have a product. You shouldn't, and you'll learn that as we go along, why you shouldn't have a product on day 1. But starting off, you have to get in the right mindset. And like I said before, when I started, I woke up every day, 5:30 in the morning. It's dark. I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Robbie, shout out to you. It's cold. It's 8 months out of the year at 5 o'clock in the morning. My family's not up. I'm tired. I'm not sleeping enough. I mean, why am I doing that if it's not to make money? Yes, there are bigger things in life, but again, I'm running a business and I'm waking up. I'm building a community. I'm getting a lot of blog comments. I'm getting a lot of social media followers. I'm building up all these vanity metrics. And I feel good. I feel, you know what? I'm doing the right thing. And yet it wasn't making any money, and that's what was leading to that burnout. It was exhausting. But you know what's happening as I've gone on? And when I made that 586, like I said, it lit me up. And then the next one I made, like, I don't know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And then later on, like a year later, I made $14,000 in a promotion. A year later, I missed by one sale. I'm still angry about that. Missed $20,000. I've been able to connect with all these people as a result of this. And I mean, it's really got me motivated. Now we're creating our own products. And it was all from that $586. And man, oh man, I wish I had done it 2 years before. Cause you know what? It didn't have to be 586. It could have been 10, it could have been 5, it could have been the occasional once a month. I get a check for $200, every couple of months from something. It just needed to be something. I would have avoided that burnout. I'd be a year to a year and a half, maybe even 2 or 3 years ahead of where I am now if I had been doing that. No regrets, just saying. So it gets you in that right mindset. Second, it allows you to monetize now. We're not waiting to monetize. You get to monetize immediately. Not monetize 6 months from now, not listening to what people say about, well, give and build the audience and then monetize. I hear these questions like, well, when do I start selling stuff? Is it when I have 1,000 people? Is it when I have 10,000? No, it's like when you have one reader. If you don't have one reader, well, start anyway, because when you get that one reader, they're going to be getting something to buy. You think of Walmart. When I think of Walmart, like where I'm at in Fort Wayne, like I'm in the epicenter of 5 Walmarts. There's not a Walmart within 5 minutes of me, and there's 5 within like 8 minutes of me. It's weird. Poor Mark, he's 7 hours from his nearest Walmart's in Vancouver. It's not, but he's like 7 hours or something from the nearest Walmart. I think it's 15 or 20 minutes.
Dude,
but I
am closer to Walmart than you are. I have a Walmart 2 minutes from me.
Oh,
but I can drive across my
Walmart though.
But I can drive across my town.
Another hour away. I've got 5. I get to pick. Like I'm going to Walmart. Which one? What's the one that's most convenient for the other place I'm going? But think about when Walmart opens. So heaven forbid if they open another Walmart in Fort Wayne, we're moving. But if they open another Walmart tomorrow, they have stuff for sale on day one. You're not going to walk into Walmart and it's like a month of free samples. You're not going to walk into Walmart and they're sending you free content. You're not going to walk into Walmart and all they're going to do is collect your email address and then market, and then try to give you content for 3 months. You're not going to walk into Walmart and, they're just giving stuff away. That's not how it works. They have stuff for sale on day one. In order to open a Walmart, you have to have the products. And they don't even have bare shelves. They open a store. Their shelves are full on the first day. That's the fullest their shelves will ever be, is on the first day. Well, but it's Walmart, of course, right? There's something special. But what about a mom and pop? A mom and pop opens up across town. Let's call it their furniture store. They're going to sell furniture across town. They have furniture on day one. They're not going to teach you about furniture or they're not going to start from day one giving you a free guide to how to choose the right furniture. They might have that on their website. You go to their website on day one, they've got furniture for sale. And this applies whether it's retail, it applies if it's, services. Haircut, Great Clips opens, across the street. They're going to cut your hair on day one. They're not going to, spend 45 days building up this anticipation or something like about hairstyles and what hairstyle to choose and how to wash your hair and all that. They're going to monetize on day one. Monetize now. They're going to monetize right away. The other thing is, how this works is you don't have on day one, you don't have a clue what your audience wants. We're going to talk about that in the next benefit. So it's hard to create a product. It's hard to create a product on day one. I want you to monetize on day one. But what does your audience even want? You don't have a clue. But you need to have something to sell, and that something is affiliate offers. Next, I just touched on this. You learn what your audience wants. That might be the best W I've ever done. It's like the Walt Disney W. I'm really proud of myself right now. 5 points for Gryffindor. And like I said, you don't know what your audience wants on day one. You have no clue. It's risky to create products. Every time I talk about this, I think about a guy named John Gallagher. And if you've been through Product Launch Formula, Jeff Walker's course, watched any of his videos, you've heard about John Gallagher. And John Gallagher does this thing with like medicinal herbs, I think, wild herbs. Like literally you have the sniffles and you can like go out to your front yard and pick some stuff up and you'll be cured tomorrow. I actually believe in that stuff. I just don't know where the medicinal herbs are in Fort Wayne, other than the medicinal herb store. But anyway, he talks about that stuff, and he created this blog. He talked about it, gave away free content. And he decided to create this product. It was a board game that like taught kids. Kind of think Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow. It's kind of like that, but for medicinal herbs. So basically not the same at all. I don't know why I use that as an example. But anyway, he creates this product, and he has this board game, and he gets like 1,000 of them, and he sells 10. So now he's got a house full, a garage full, a storage unit full, I think they had pictures. They had it in the bathtub. They had it in the freaking bathtub. His wife probably was not John's biggest fan for a while there. Yes, I'd like to give the kids a bath, but your board games are in it. That's great, John. Thanks a lot. And that is in part, not only did he not have Product Launch Formula, but he didn't really necessarily know that his audience wanted that to start with. Maybe he needed something else. But when you don't know what your audience wants, it's hard to create a product. You're guessing. And then even if it's not a physical product, maybe you're investing your time, your energy. We're creating these courses. Mark knows we're investing our blood, our sweat, and our tears. I'm sacrificing family time. I'm up early. I'm up late. I'm dragging sometimes to create courses. It's hard work. I'm not going to do that if I don't know that it's going to sell. That's a risk I am not willing to take. So it teaches your audience what you want. Now, an example of that is, let's say you run we'll go with a generic topic here. You run a course, a blog on personal growth. Pretty broad topic, right? But personal growth encompasses some different things. It encompasses productivity and finance, business, things like that. So we'll just call those A, B, and C. A, B, and C. You've got topic A, B, and C. Doesn't really matter what they are for now. Each of these topics is something that somebody might come to your website for. You've written 10 posts about this, 10 posts about that, 10 posts about that. But what is your audience interested in buying? Well, one way to find that out is to promote an affiliate offer on A, B, and C. Now, let's just say that we're gonna look at this on a very micro level. We're gonna take Joe. We're gonna look at Joe. Well, what does Joe opt into? A and C, but not B. What does he buy? He buys A, but not C. Well, ding, 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 we really know what Joe is interested in. Now let's look at it again and say that we have D, E, and F. And let's just say these line up. D is the same topic as A, E is the same topic as B, and F is the same topic as C. And again, D, no E, and F, and he buys D. Because here's one of the things I learned from one of our clients. He said, this guy, Ron Friedman, said, people who buy productivity products buy productivity products. And I was like, well, duh. Like, no. He's like, no. Think about it. Who buys one weight loss book? Who buys just P90X and never buys anything else? Most people don't. People who buy productivity products buy productivity products. So here's what you've identified about Joe. He's really interested. Let's just say this is productivity. He's really interested in productivity. We'll call that finances. He's not interested in finances. So I'm not going to market finance stuff to him. And he's at least a little bit interested in business. So I'm going to try him on some business stuff because he opted into both those. He just didn't buy. Now, that's a very simplistic example, but this applies on price points as well. You could have different price points. $9.97, $4.97, and $97. And you have a person that is consistently eating up the $97, but they never make the leap to any of your more expensive stuff. Well, then come up with a lot of those things for that person there. Now, on a macro level, what you're going to look at things like, well, let's just say the opt-in rate for A and D was 15%, and the opt-in rate for B was 2%. These are extreme examples, don't get me wrong, and the opt-in rate here was 10%. Maybe this one here, you need to just stop doing it. And you sure as heck don't want to create a product in that area because it's not going to convert. Your product is simply not going to convert there. And you've learned something about your audience. You've learned what they want. Nothing more valuable than that. You could go through years of surveying and never learn as much as you just learned. So you segment, you tag them depending upon the email provider you use. You segment and tag them based on what they're opting into and buying. Fourth, you train your audience.
Hey, Matt.
Yep.
We just had a question here. Can you define opt-in so everybody knows what you're talking about?
Opt-in would be opting in to someone's free content. So an example of that, coming back to number 3 here, what your audience wants. If you remember, we drew the arrows for the opt-ins and we circled for the buy. That opt-in is when somebody is saying, I'm interested in this subject matter. Tell me more. It could be opting into a free ebook. It could be opting into a free video series, opting into a webinar or a live training. It could be opting into all kinds of things like that, an assessment, etc. So that's what I mean by opt-in. Now, what an opt-in is, in terms of learning your audience, an opt-in is there's at least a mild level of interest. Buying is, oh my goodness, let me create a product right now so they can give me money for it. So that's the difference between them there. So you train your audience to click and buy. This is all about conditioning your audience. Think about it. If you have nothing to sell, you go on for years or even just months, you're not selling anything. You're not selling anything. You've conditioned your audience. You've conditioned them. You know, Mark said something to me earlier that I mean, sum this up perfectly. Remember this. You are conditioning your audience one way or the other. Whatever you do, if you consistently do it, you're conditioning your audience. So what happens if you don't sell? If you don't sell for some period of time and then you suddenly do sell, I've heard Pat Flynn talk about this. It's like open revolt. Your audience is ticked off. They're going to send you hate mail. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got a whole thing about getting hate mail. Don't listen to it. Okay, there's my whole thing. But I don't get this mindset of sending somebody hate mail when they're providing a service. If I'm investing in you and I'm giving you free content and then I attempt to have a financial transaction with you and you write me hate mail, I will unsubscribe you so fast it's not even funny. Like, I don't get that. I don't process the psychology behind that you could have such hatred in your heart that you would send all caps emails with profanity about somebody trying to sell something to you. I mean, that just doesn't even register. It's so foreign to me that it might as well be Greek. Like, I just don't understand it. But it does happen. I'm not talking about those people. I'm just talking about, I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to be less interested. And that happens if you condition your audience to not buy, to just expect free content on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays every week, week after week, for months and months, and months turn into years, and years turn into, oh my gosh, what am I doing? If you condition your audience, either way, you're training your audience. I want you to condition them and train them the right way. Now, this may hurt your vanity numbers because, well, I had 5,000 subscribers. Now I only have 4,000. How much money did you make when you had 5,000? Well, I didn't make anything. How much did you make with your 4,000? Oh, I made $100,000 last year. Silence. Who cares? If you have 1,000 less people, that's a vanity metric. Who cares how many Twitter followers you have if you're not making any money off of them? And again, if you're running a nonprofit, that's different. I get it. But when I'm talking about that, for purposes of this conversation, we're talking about running a business. So you're training your audience with affiliate marketing. You don't have products yet. Remember, you haven't done this. You haven't learned what your audience wants. So you're going to train them. You're going to condition them to click, condition them to buy. The next one, you're going to learn how to manage a promo calendar. Now, what do I mean by promo calendar? This is the calendar that you keep of your promotions through a year. Now, it starts with your products as we go on. If all you had were your products, you'd put those in, you'd fill it in, and you'd fill in your content there. But what you're learning is how to build up to something. You see, you don't just write posts. Going back to that ABC example, you don't just write a post on Tuesday about finance, on Thursday about productivity, on Monday about productivity, on Thursday about finance, and then on Friday try to sell them a course about starting your own business. That would be ridiculous. You don't do that. What do? On Tuesday, you write a course about time management. On Thursday, you write a course about, 7 ways to get better sleep and how that affects your productivity. The following week, you record a video about, how to triage your calendar. And then you do this and you do that and you build up to it. You warm up your list so that when you're coming out with your promo for your productivity course, oh my goodness, they're ready to buy. They're basically saying, when are you going to sell something to me? Well, you learn how to do that before you have a product, because again, you don't know what your audience wants. You learn how to do that by running affiliate offers. You learn how to build up to something. You're constantly building to this crescendo. You're constantly building up to crescendo is a musical term, and no, I don't fully understand, but I think it's as the music gets a little bit louder and it reaches its peak. And if you've ever listened to Tchaikovsky, you know what a crescendo is. It's amazing in the War 1812 Overture, and then there's a crash. You learn to build up to that. You learn to manage a promo calendar. So from a practical standpoint, I've got 7 ways you can warm up your audience. Now this is specifically for an affiliate promo. So you may want to write these down. I'm not going to write them up here just for lack of space. I need a much bigger whiteboard apparently to be able to do all of this. But anyway, 7 ways real quick. First, you have killer content that's on theme. So again, if you're getting ready to promote something as an affiliate, next Thursday about productivity, your post this week, your podcast, your whatever, your videos this week better be about productivity. They better be about some segment of productivity building up to it. Second, you want to invite the product creator, the course creator, whatever it is. Maybe they can do a guest post. That could be part of the content. That's a way to build up there. Third, have the product creator do an interview with them. Do a video interview, a podcast interview, some other interview that you could do. Could be a written interview. Do that with them. Fourth, and if I'm going too fast, let Mark know. I hope I'm not. Again, that was number 1, just create killer content that's on theme. Number 2, invite the product creator to do a guest post. Third, interview them, podcast, written interview. Could be over email. It's an easy way for them. Could be a video. Fourth, just link to content from the product creator. Now, what I mean by that is in the launch business, we call this the pre-launch. And what I mean by that is, let's just say it's a week before you're going to promote them and they're doing their pre-launch, and you just send it out to your list and say, hey, this guy, Ray Edwards, wrote an amazing post on the power of copywriting. You guys should go check it out. That could be a very easy way to warm up your list. Fifth, you could link to articles. So using Ray Edwards as an example, hey, I just read this article in Inc. magazine about copywriting. It features Ray Edwards. Go check it out. Really cool way. Sixth, you could actually interview a protege of, say it's a course creator. You could interview a protege of that course, somebody that's been through that course. We call them a case study. You could do a case study with them. You don't even have to have the talent, so to speak, on. You could actually interview just a protege. And then last, do a free training of your own. So for example, let's just say I'm promoting Ray Edwards' copywriting course next week. This training would not be about what it's about. It would be about copywriting. That's what it would be about. I'm probably going to talk about copywriting later, but that's what this course is going to, this training would be about. It would be about copywriting. So those are seven, apparently that's number 7. 7, it's hard with this thing. 7 ways to warm up your list. And again, you learn to do that, learn to manage that promo calendar. 6th, you begin to get noticed. Now, you may think, well, I'm not trying to be some celebrity, or I don't really care about influencers. But here's the thing. I mean, you're running an online business. It really is all about who you know. It's not what you know. It's not, how you do it. It's about who you know. And even the biggest names, I'm not going to mention Chandler Bolt's name here, but even the biggest, oh wait, I just did. Even the biggest names in online marketing, they care about getting noticed. They want to be on those affiliate leaderboards. They want to be up there where other people are seeing them, where they get to be, they get to be seen as a success, because that allows them to connect with others. Again, thinking long-term, when you do your own affiliate promos later, getting noticed now is a great way to get on people's radar. And wouldn't you want to be seen as an authority? And if you're doing well in affiliate promos, you're getting noticed, it's a great way to get on people's radars. And then 7th, oh my goodness, I cannot stress how important this one is. You get a taste of success. I mentioned before that $586. That was, man, I'm telling you, if online marketing was a drug, the drug dealer just gave me a free sample when I got that 586. I mean, I haven't looked back. That was only a taste, but it was the taste I needed. It's like with that Lay's potato chips. You bet you can't eat just one. You can't eat just one Lay's potato chip. Those things, they melt. There's salt. And I mean, you can tell I've eaten some Lay's potato chips. Those things are good. And that's what you get when you do affiliate marketing. You make that money. You start to make money. You start to see this success. You start to see this, okay, what's possible. What's possible. And people start looking at you differently, and you get noticed, and you learn how to manage a promo calendar. You train your audience. You learn what they want. Oh my gosh, you have 3 product ideas in the next couple of months. You're monetizing now, and you're in the right mindset. I'm going to tell you, when you taste that success, you're going to want more. You're going to want more, and you're going to want more, and you're going to want more. So there you have it. 7 benefits of starting affiliate marketing before you have a product. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. You know how I roll. If you follow me long enough, you know I actually have 4 more benefits. Now, part of the reason why we didn't list these is we just thought of them. It's just one of those things we were going through today and actually thought of these. And we realized, oh my gosh, there's more to this. And these are really good. Some of these are some of my favorite benefits right here. So absolutely some of my favorite benefits are coming up in these 4. Now, before I get into those 4, make sure if you have any questions, you use that live chat link down there. Go use that live chat link. And Mark, any questions so far that we've had? And I'm actually going to take a step over here and grab another thing of some water while you're taking over for literally 15 seconds, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. We have had a few different questions. Let me see the ones. A few are really, really on point. A few we'll ask a little bit later. Here's one. Our friend Steve Haight said, is it really necessary to have a website, or can you start just using something like LinkedIn, etc.?
You do not need a website. Absolutely do not need a website. And yeah, I can go into some more depth, but just for purposes, you don't need a website. I'm going to share something with you later that will kind of touch on that. But no, there's tons of, you can use LinkedIn, you can use social media, you can face-to-face, use your personal connections. I'm not saying I've ever seen somebody make tens of thousands of dollars without a website, but I've seen people make a few $100 here and there and got started. And again, if you remember number 7 that I've just erased, here's number 7 where it used to be right there. I underlined it and everything. The shadow's still there. Now, if you remember that, like you get that taste of success, you're going to want to set up a website. So here's my tip. If you don't have a website, in addition to using LinkedIn, social media, personal contacts, whatnot, get a website, and you're going to want one. I'm telling you, get that first affiliate check, even if it's $37, you're going to taste that success and want some more. You're going to want to set up that website. So let's get into those other reasons here. What are we on? 8. Number 8, fund your business. Fund your biz. Do me a favor, take a moment, go down to the live chat, tell Mark what your monthly expenses are on your platform. So we're talking about hosting, we're talking about podcast, graphics, virtual assistants, your email provider, MailChimp, ConvertKit, whatever your Aweber, whatever you're using, anything else you can think of. Go drop him a live chat, tell him what those monthly expenses are, and we're going to talk about funding your business. And I'm going to go first because you guys are on a little bit of a delay, so I'm stalling for time here. Just kidding. I'm going to go first. I'm going back to over 2 years. Like right now, it's into the tens of thousands of dollars, of course. But back then, when I was making zero, nunca, nada, making no money online, I still had monthly expenses over $500 a month, right around $500 to $600 a month. Mark, what about you, buddy? What'd you have?
I think when I started, I don't think I was quite that high, but you started with the podcast and everything too. I think I was probably between 100 and 200, I would say, between hosting and buying a WordPress theme and nice. I don't know, whatever else, MailChimp, those types of things. We had a couple others. You want to hear a couple other people?
Yeah.
We had one person that was very specific, $37. So right in there, we had another person that said 50. Saw around 100. Let's see, what else do we have here?
I think I was on the high end because of those virtual assistants, but yeah.
Right, yeah. So yeah, it looks like a lot of people are saying between about 30 to 100, 150, somewhere in there.
Gotcha. Yeah. And that's usually what we hear. I'm spending 50, 100, maybe $250 a month. And here's the thing. Affiliate marketing allows you to fund your business. It covers your expenses, especially when you're starting out. That $586 was probably almost exactly what I spent that month, but it covers your expenses. It pays for your hosting. In many cases, if you start to experience success, you could be making $1,000 a month. Now let's just say over here, you've got your full-time job at $4,000 a month. Well, if you can live off less than that, if you can live off of say $3,500 a month, you're saving $1,500 a month. And as that goes up, what begins to happen is that bank account of yours begins to grow. And now let's just say 2 years from now, let's just say you got, 15 times 12 is 18. You got $36,000. You got a year's, almost 3/4 of a year's expenses saved up, plus you're making money. Hopefully that's doubled by then. It's really easy to go full-time. Really easy at that point to pull the trigger and go full-time. Don't go full-time if you're only making $1,000 a month and you haven't been saving up money. But that makes it really easy to go full-time. The next awesome benefit is you start passive income. Now, start passive income. Kind of sounds like some dude's podcast, but instead of smart, that's Pat Flynn, in case you're wondering. You get to SPI, you get to start some passive income. Now, what do I mean by passive income? Passive income is income that you generate. You do work once and you continue to generate it. So you put up a blog post today, you put up a resources page. I did my resources page. It almost took me 20 hours to put my resources page plus my products page and my recommended reading page on my website. We're talking 20 hours. I invested a ton of time. I didn't make any money the very next day, but then I started getting checks and deposits, $400 here, $1,000 here, $15 from this company. It's like every month now I'm making a few $1,000s a month in passive income. I already did the work. I haven't so much as looked at those pages in over 3 months. I added something to the recommended reading page. I guess it was by 90 days. Yeah, about 90 days ago, around November 1st, I added a book to the recommended reading page. Since I haven't looked at it other than that, and then I'm making money every month. Sometimes it's my total is under $1,000. Sometimes it's over $2,000 or $3,000. But every month I'm making that passive income. And here's the thing about passive income. This is why I say it's important, because you could do this anytime. You could start making passive income 3 years from now. And okay, but it's like investing. It's like investing. I read something in Fortune magazine recently, and it talked about the difference between investing your money in January versus December when many people invest their money. And for somebody investing $10,000 a year, not an astronomical amount of money, it's like $10,000 a year over the course of 40 years, the difference at retirement was well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars just starting 12 months sooner because of compound interest. And here's the thing. You start now. Month 1, you might make a big fat zero. Month 2, you might still make a big fat zero. Month 3, you make $10 and then 20 and then 30. Here's the thing. You're going to get to the month where you make $1,000 faster if you start now than if you start 2 years from now. Screw up a lot now. I haven't even talked about that. You start now, you're going to make a bunch of mistakes. You're going to mess stuff up. You're going to send stupid emails. You're going to write stupid blog posts. You're going to mess up your resources page. You're going to do all these stupid things and make mistakes and just have bad things happen to you. And they're happening to you when you've got 8 subscribers or 120 subscribers or even a few thousand subscribers. You're making small mistakes. You get to start that passive income now, and it allows you to grow your business over time in a very effective way because you continually have that money and it kind of compounds over time. The next one, it teaches you how to sell. It teaches you how to sell, improves you can sell. So it teaches, improves, teaches you how to sell, proves that you can sell. I talked about earlier about my story, about best year ever, 5 days to your best year ever. And one of the things I learned there was I learned what worked to make that 586. I learned what people were responding to, what people were unsubscribing from, what people were engaging with. I learned how they want to be communicated to. I learned a lot about copywriting. And I talked about that before, but I learned a lot about copywriting. I learned when to send emails, when to send this email versus that email. I learned what subject lines worked. I learned what language to use. I learned what length of email to write. I learned all of this stuff, and I didn't even have my own product. I had no product, and I was barely making any money, but I started to learn this. The other thing it did, this is the biggest, most of all, you can learn email length and subject lines and oh man, you can learn what language to use and all these fancy things. But the biggest thing is it gives you confidence. When you develop confidence, when it proves you can sell, I said before, if I could sell 2, I would have been a little bit less confident than if I made $586. But if I made the $100, it would have proved it was proof of concept. And man, it proved I could sell. Not only did I learn and it teach me how to sell, but I had confidence, and confidence is so important in your online business. There's no single thing, no skill, no tactic, no trick. Don't worry about those things. If you are confident, it's going to come through. It's going to come through in your email copy, your videos, your podcasts, and you're going to be able to sell extremely well. And last thing here, last benefit, number 11, learn how to run your own affiliate program. I'm reminded here, as I write that, I'm reminded of Pablo Picasso. One of his most famous quotes, he said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." And one of the single best ways to run an affiliate program, is to watch other people running their affiliate program. What do you like? What are they doing? What can I copy? What can I steal? What do I not like? I think back when I was growing up, I was 16, 17, 18 years old, that kind of time frame. In high school, I had a part-time job. And over the course of like 3 years, I went through probably 4 managers. 2 of those managers were incredibly awesome, and I learned a ton from them. The other 2 of those managers sucked so bad that I learned a ton from them. I mean, I can remember, I have stories. We don't even have time for all the stories about those crappy managers. But one of the things that taught me was how not to be a manager. And I feel like today I'm at least an above average leader. I'm not a great leader, but I'm an above average leader in part because I go, okay, what did Chris do? Not you, Chris, the Chris that I worked for. I'm like, man, remember that time he did? I mean, I was angry. I lost sleep that night. And I remember some other people were upset, but we talked about that for weeks. We told stories about that guy the next year. Well, don't do that. I learned all of those things because I experienced what I didn't like. So watching other affiliate programs, you're going to learn how to run your own. The thing is, a good chunk of the ideas, the innovations we get, if you're one of our affiliates, you see us and you go, that's innovation. Half of those came as a direct or indirect result of something somebody else did. So I'll give you one example. One of the things we do with our affiliates is we take like the top 20 or 30 pre-launch and we send them a check in the mail. Now it's actually a fake check with a note that says, this is an advance on your commissions. If you want this $1,000 to go run Facebook ads, just let me know. I'm going to deposit $1,000 in your account and it's an advance on your commission. Well, that originated because Marissa Murgatroyd, I want to give credit where credit is due here. Marissa Murgatroyd sent me an email saying, can I send you $1,000 for Facebook ads? Well, all we did was steal the idea and then take it to another level. We took it up a notch, so to speak. I learned that by being an affiliate for Marissa Murgatroyd. I learned it by watching you, Dad, if you remember the commercial from the 80s, the Just Say No commercial. But no, I mean, you learn how to run your own affiliate program. So there's no better way. That is a huge benefit. Before you ever start your own affiliate program, promote some other affiliate programs, you're going to learn how to run it. So here's my question for you. Here's my question. What would an additional, in my case, it was $67,000 a year, those first 2 years. What would an additional $67,000 do for you? What if it's half that? Okay. What if it's half that? 34,000. You have 34,000, 10,000, 20,000, even $1,000 a month. We talked about those numbers earlier. Well, you could pay for your startup expenses. You could fund your business on less than $1,000 a month. I was on the high end of any of the numbers I heard, and I still could have easily have paid for my business making $1,000 a month. What would it do for you? Could you pay off your debt, spend a little bit more time with your family? Could you finally leave that part-time job, or that full-time job? Could you go full-time? Could you quit the part-time job? Maybe, I don't know. You're working the Dave Ramsey plan. You're trying to get out of debt. You're delivering pizzas 3 nights a week. You can make a little bit more money in affiliate commissions. Could you maybe prove to your spouse? This is a big one. Could you prove to your spouse or prove to the naysayers that this online business, this crazy, stupid online business, why don't you get a real job, says crazy Uncle Larry? Could you prove to him, not that it matters, but maybe to more important people like your spouse, could you prove to them this isn't some ridiculous dream? You actually can do this. You can make money. Did you see last month we made $700? Did you see the next month we made 800? Did you see the next month we made 1,000? Could you prove to your spouse? Could you prove to your naysayers this isn't a ridiculous idea? Most importantly, could you prove to yourself? You're your biggest doubter. I know it. I'm my biggest doubter. So could you prove to yourself that this online business thing is worthwhile? That's the power of affiliate marketing, the power to create income, to make money without ever creating a product. You can create income without ever creating a product. I first met a guy named Alston Balcom. This is years ago. I met a guy named Alston Balcom, and he's a successful insurance agent, but he had bigger dreams. Like the insurance business I've been in the insurance business. It's a grind. It is a grind. And he had dreams of starting an online business. He wanted to start this online business. Well, he didn't know where he started. So he taught himself programming, he literally was a self-taught PHP programmer, put up a site. And then like most of us, I've been here too, he put up the site and then it was like total crickets. Total crickets. No one was coming to his website. And what people he did, he didn't have anything to sell to them. And that's when I met him. And here's what he said recently. He said, Matt helped me make my affiliate business more profitable. Before I started working with Matt, my affiliate income was a minor part of my income. Now it's my primary income stream. Since I'm a self-taught programmer and webmaster, I needed a lot of hand-holding in the beginning. Matt and his staff helped me tremendously. So over the next few years, Alston went from having, the struggling online business to honestly, he's a true success story. The guy is absolutely doing it. I was super excited to be a part of his journey. Now, he may seem like a special story. Like Alston might seem, he's just different than us. He's, he can do all of these things that we've talked about, and he's different than me. But he's not that special. No offense to Alston, he's not that special. Neither is James Reed, quite frankly. And yet in his first ever affiliate promotion, he made 17 sales, almost $2,000 in commissions. He said, "This was my first affiliate launch ever. I had no following at all. None." There's the answer to your question, Steve. No following at all. Matt and company made things very easy for me. I exceeded 17 sales, finished in the top 40 in my first affiliate launch ever. And it was fun. These guys are superstars and live for helping. And you know something? James isn't that special either. No offense, James. No offense, but you're not that special. Anybody can do that because what we teach works. And what we teach is available to the public for the first time ever. I'm telling you, it's the most thorough, detailed course on affiliate marketing in the world. From start to finish, from beginner to advanced, from your first commission to competing with the big dogs, our course, no product, no problem, will show you how to achieve your goals with your online business without ever creating a product. Now, eventually you're going to want to create a product, but you don't have to achieve those results. Now, inside, we call it NPNP, no product, no problem. Inside NPNP, there are more than 80 lessons, no exaggeration, 80 lessons, and they're not 2-minute lessons either, on making money as an affiliate. So we start you off in module 1. We cover the basics. We start at the beginning. As Mitch Hedberg would say, we started at the beginning. That's a good place to start. We start at the beginning. Whether you're just starting out, you've done affiliate marketing for years, whatever it is, the introductory lessons here will build the foundation you need. Now, next, we're going to go deep into up here. I talked about how important this is, not this. I talked about how important it is up here, up in your mindset, this mindset. So we do an entire module on mindset, on affiliate marketing mindset. This is overcoming objections you have yourself. But I don't know how to sell, but I have a small list, but I'm afraid of unsubscribes, but my audience doesn't buy. This is the but module. This is the but module, so to speak. No, you're not going to do but exercises, but you're going to learn the right mindset. Now, module 3, I'm going to show you how to find affiliate programs, find the right programs for you. We talked about, it's not up there anymore. We talked about training your audience and learning what your audience wants. You're going to learn to find the right programs to promote. And I'm even going to show you how to convince a company to start an affiliate program in this module. Next, we're going to take a brief detour. We're going to go through some of the legal stuff. Now, this is I'm going to tell you right now, it's the shortest and most boring module in the entire course, but it has to be in there. Affiliate marketing is so easy, anybody can do it, but I don't want you to get in trouble. And there are a few rules and laws you have to follow. Don't let them intimidate you. Just go through this module and it'll all be good. And then you can go back to the fun part of making money online. All right. Modules 5 through 7, all about preparing for success, promoting, closing sales, etc. We're going to show you how to build up to a promotion, warm up your list. We talked about that earlier. Condition your audience and sell like a machine. We're going to go a deep dive into the best practices at the top affiliates. We're also going to talk about how to do this, with a small list. And you can look at the top affiliates and say, well, of course the top affiliates do this. I'm not a top affiliate. We're still going to show you what they do so you can learn from them. And we're going to show you what others are doing. We're going to share success stories, and we're going to show you how to promote affiliate offers in email, on your blog, and your podcast, your video channel, anywhere you can think of, social media, LinkedIn, whatever. And then I'm going to show you how to close sales like a boss. Module 8, how to absolutely close, or module 7, sorry, I'm going to show you how to close sales like a boss. Finishing strong. We talked about those top affiliates. Finishing strong is what separates the top affiliates from the medium affiliates. If you're struggling, maybe you're making $1,000 a month, Learn how to close sales. It's not list size. It's not social media following. It's not blog traffic. It's the ability to close sales and go the extra mile in your affiliate promotions. That's where the money is made. So you're going to learn some of the most closely held secrets in the affiliate marketing industry. And you're going to go deep, deep, deep into closing techniques of the best in the business. Show you what to do after a promotion. This is all about building for the future, learning from your mistakes, learning what worked, going back to teaches and proves you can sell, learning what email length worked for this promo, what subject lines worked. This is all about making money long-term. You want to make this a long-term money maker for your business, not a one-time thing. Every course I've ever seen on this topic, every course I've ever seen on affiliate marketing forgets this critical piece to the puzzle, and we don't. We're not talking, how do you maximize your next promo? This is all about making affiliate marketing a critical part of your business. And then last, we're going to wrap up with a deep dive into 6 different kinds of promotions. Now, throughout the course, we're going to go like a 30,000 foot flyover. We're going to touch on different pieces of, specific promos, but it's a broad level view of how to do affiliate marketing. We're not going to take a deep dive into any specific thing. In this one, we're going to go deep, deep, deep into digital courses, physical products, live events and summits, books, one-off webinars, and evergreen promos. So those are the 9 modules in No Product, No Problem. But as you know, just like I gave you 4 more earlier, not even close. Like seriously, not even close. I'm going to show you how to build your list. We've got bonuses out whatever a wazoo is, we got bonuses coming out of them. I'm going to show you how to build your list, how to do affiliate marketing with no list, Steve. We go deep, deep into that in one of the bonuses. How to work with an affiliate manager, take your affiliate marketing to the next level. We have hours and hours of interviews, case studies, success stories, resource pages. We talked about that. We've got how to Facebook groups, networking. My favorite part, we have a bonus on bonuses. We literally take a deep dive, inside look at how to create a bonus package for your audience. Alone are more than 8 hours. We got 8 hours of bonuses alone. 8 hours of bonuses alone. Access to a private community of fellow students. Community is not only a great place, by the way, to get your questions answered. You're going to get support. You're going to get motivation. You're going to hear from others. You're going to get success stories. You're going to learn a bunch of stuff. It's a great place to connect. In this community, there will be no better community for potential affiliates for your own products. You're talking about people who are going through this training, people who are trained to be top affiliates, and then you have access to them. I cannot stress enough the value and importance of this community. So you're probably thinking by now, so how much does a course like this cost? Of course you are. But before I tell you that, because I'm going to keep you hanging for a little bit longer, let me make something very clear. We absolutely guarantee results if you follow what we teach. So that's why we call it our Steal Our Stuff guarantee, because we needed a name for it. That means if you really wanted to, you could actually log into the course. You could look around, download. We've got more than 16 hours of video templates, case studies, checklists, swipe files, bonuses out the wazoo. Like I said, everything inside. You could download all of it and then request a refund. You could actually do that. And no questions asked, no hassle. You could do that. Now, I know you're not going to do that because we believe in this and I know this is going to work, but that's how much we do believe in it. You have 30 full days to go through the course, decide if it's for you, start taking action, find out if it's for you, and get a full refund. And no questions asked, no hard feelings. I know my style, maybe the content of the course isn't for every single person. So, hey, if it's not for you, no hard feelings. Now, the prices you've probably been wondering, for all 80 lessons, the bonuses, the interviews, the case studies, all the templates and checklists, all the downloads, all the swipe files, it's 3 payments of $77. Believe it or not. Only 3 payments of $77. Or if you want to save, I think it's $34, save $34 and go pay $197. So those are your 2 options. $77 times 3, or 1 payment of $197. Super easy. Super easy. That's it. I mean, the swipe files, think about this. The swipe files in there alone, the swipe files and templates sell for on average $27, $47. The case studies are $47. So all of those, you add those up, and the bonuses, oh my goodness, the bonus interviews, the bonus, some of the bonus resources, those alone are 3 to 4 times the price of the course. But it's only 77 times 3 or 197. And again, you have our no questions asked, no hard feelings, 30 days, steal our stuff guarantee, full refund, get it, no questions asked. So now is the time to get started with affiliate marketing. Now is the time to take it to the next level. Now is the time to build this business you've wanted. I want you to go to no product, no problem. I'm going to run out of space.com. Don't forget this one, /enroll. /enroll. Go there. We got an easy to use, secure checkout form. Choose your payment option, enter your information, check out securely. You're going to get immediate and lifetime access to the course. Right away, you fill that out within 10 minutes. I shouldn't say immediate because it's technically not within 1 second. You're going to get an email that has your login. You're going to be in. You're going to be in. That's how you do it. So real quick, I forgot one thing. One more thing here. In addition to all the other bonuses I've already mentioned, all students of No Product, No Problem, they're going to get 4 quarterly live calls. That's with me, other students. We're going to do live calls. I'm going to answer every question, no matter what level you're at. You're just starting out. You're more advanced. You made your first $500, 1,000. You have made 0. You have no list, whatever. I'm going to get on there live and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. Now, how long are these calls? They're as long as they flip and take. If I have 2 hours worth of questions, I'm going to answer 2 hours worth of questions. If I have 4 hours, I'm going to answer 4 hours. If it goes all day, I'm not going all day. Okay, I am going to put a limit. We're going to go 5 hours. 5 hours limit on the calls. I'm not going past 5 hours. My voice will not last that long. So here's the thing. If you buy during this live training, we're going to go into Q&A in a minute. We're going to have about 30 minutes. We have about 30 minutes. Go to noproductnoproblem.com /enroll. While I'm still live, if you buy, and we're going to look at the timestamp when you buy while we're still live, you're going to get lifetime access to those calls. Now, there's a reason why we limit it to 4 for everybody else. Eventually we're going to have thousands of students. I can't have thousands of people on these calls. I want to keep them intimate. I want to be able to answer as many questions. I don't want somebody to come there and not get their question answered because, we did only go 5 hours. No, and I don't want there to be just so many people in there that it's, I don't know. I want there to be an intimate feel to it. So we're going to try to intentionally limit the number of people on those calls. That's why we say you get 4. You get 4 quarterly calls and then you're out. If we give everybody lifetime access, eventually we get unruly. And quite frankly, it would cost us an astronomical amount of money to run those. But if we can keep it down, we're good. But you buy now, noproductnoproblem.com /enroll, lifetime access. You can keep coming to those calls 15 years from now. You can keep coming as long as I'm alive. And I plan for that to be at least another 200 and 300 years. Colloidal silver, baby. No, but I do plan on that being a while. If I'm dead, I don't really care. I'm just kidding. So yeah, we're going to do that. Registration, this bonus is available while we're live. So about 30 minutes when we start taking Q&A, this bonus here is available for about 30 minutes. Registration's only open through Friday because we're going to get started. So I promise you, this is not some false scarcity marketing ploy. Trust me, I know how to employ scarcity. I know marketing ploys. I'm a marketer for Pete's sakes, and so are you. This isn't false stuff. This isn't just to try to get you to act now. It's actually because I need to limit the number of lifetime ones, but also we're going to get started. This course is going to roll out sequentially, and we have to pick a start date. And that start date, we start over this weekend. So registration closes Friday. This lifetime access goes away at the end of this training. So there you have it. noproductnoproblem.com. Go there, use the secure checkout form, choose your payment option, enter your information, check out securely. You get immediate and lifetime access to the course. Mark, it's time for questions, buddy. Did we lose Mark?
No, I'm still here. Sorry,
Hey.
I was answering questions.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I'm just doing my job.
Well, this is more of a comment, but our friend Chris, he actually posted and said, "Wow, I was waiting for $4.97." So that was funny.
A lot of people are. It's affordable. We know, this is no product, no problem. I'm a multi-million-dollar internet, rock star. And we wanted to keep this very affordable. This isn't, yes, it will take you through mastery. When you get to modules 7, 8, and 9, and some of the bonuses, there's an expectation you're making at least a few $100s a month at that point, that you know what you're doing. This won't even make sense unless you've gone through other parts of the course. So we expect you to achieve mastery with this course. But the beginning it's $197. We want this to be affordable for people. And the other thing I would say about the course that I didn't say there, the thing about it is we want you to take action as you go. This is not a course that you block aside a month to go through and then you act on it. I've got courses I've been through. I mean, honestly, I've got like notepads down there and I still haven't done anything with them. That's just sad. But when we went through PLF, we went through a module, and I remember, Mark and my wife and I went through the course together, and we looked at each other and go, we should do that tomorrow. We ran a quick launch like a week after we went through the module on quick launches. That's what type of course this is. Yes, once you get past like the welcome module and, the basics and the mindset stuff, it's time to start taking action. If you finish module 3 and you still haven't signed up for some affiliate programs, you're doing it wrong. No, this is the start making money while you're going through the course, not the make money after you go through the course and then wait another 6 months. This is not one of those courses. If you do that, you're doing it wrong. In fact, you're not going to get what you need out of module 6, 7, 8, 9, and most of the bonuses. You're not going to get what you need unless you're going through. So that's why, it's a $497 course and $997 course. Don't get me wrong, but we want it to be affordable. For those of you who are in that category, you're not making any money online. You're where I was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I could have afforded it. I just don't know if I would have invested in myself. And this is an investment in yourself. It's not free, but we did want to keep it affordable.
Very good. Let's see. Other questions here. Someone asked, how long do I, well, you answered that one. How long do I access the course? Let's answer it again.
As long as I'm alive.
As long as I'm alive.
And actually after that, because this.
And I'm hoping that's a long time too.
Well, and my wife is co-owner of our business, so as long as we're alive, one of us is alive, and is still paying the bill, and we set these things up on auto renew, so and we have a lifetime lifetime license with the software that runs our course. So it should even be like I could be dead, and you can still be logging in hopefully a few years after that. So if I die, somebody will let you know, and the clock is ticking on how long you can log in. It's a morbid thought there, huh?
That is a morbid thought.
If I'm dead, go download all the videos today.
Yeah. Hey, let's answer a question that somebody had about the content, Matt, that I thought was a really good one, and I wanted to hear your answer. They said, I don't think my gardening homesteading blog would have affiliates to link to.
Gardening homesteading?
Homesteading.
So I heard the word gardening. I am assuming that means you need gardening equipment.
I would assume. And
that gardening equipment has affiliate programs. I'm assuming if you're learning gardening, you need things like seeds. These are just things coming to mind. I'm not a gardener, if you can't tell. You got to have seeds. Well, Promote Seeds as an affiliate. I'm assuming that there are other things. One of the things we talk about in affiliate marketing is you want products that complement, that fill in the gap or take them to the next level. So if somebody is learning gardening today, I don't know, is there a next level? And again, keep in mind, I don't know. Is the next level running a small farm? Maybe not for your specific thing, but think of in terms of that. Or, okay, my product is about, my site is about gardening, garden homesteading, I think is what you said. What's that complementary thing to what you're doing that's kind of off to the side. So an example of that, best probably answer with an example I understand. If you're teaching guitar and you're teaching general guitar, what about a course that you could promote on blues guitar or fingerstyle guitar or jazz guitar or electric guitar, or, a course that teaches you specifically how to play certain songs? Those are, they're not your core offering, and they're not even competitors per se.
Right.
But they're kind of a tangential product that somebody might be very interested in. I know for a fact, because I used to work for a company that sold guitar lessons, and we promoted stuff like that. The other one, the fill in the gap one, is go back to Ray Edwards. Ray Edwards teaches copywriting at a broad level, but he doesn't specifically talk about teaching copywriting for writers. Fills in a gap if you're a writer. That would be something you could offer. Or if you teach financial stuff, it takes it to that next level. So let's say you teach people how to get out of debt. What about when they're out of debt? Maybe you're not the expert on that and you don't really want to create a course on that. You're not Dave Ramsey. You just want to teach people one thing, how to get out of debt. What about when they're out of debt? Well, I need to promote something. Well, there we go. We'll find a course to promote for that. So there are many, many things that you can promote as an affiliate. In fact, in module 3, we talk about finding programs. I'll tell you this much. My mind would probably be blown at the amount of stuff that I could find searching for you. I've never once, I'm not saying it'll never happen. It will happen at some point. I've never once found an industry or a niche that didn't have multiple affiliate programs that you could join. And right down to even Amazon. Here's the thing. You could literally just go sign up for Amazon. And so what do you got? You like the trowel, I think it's called, a hoe, the little thing that I use to squash down the garbage, but it's actually a gardening tool. The other thing that I use when we kick the soccer ball into the trees in our front yard during soccer practice, that's actually a gardening tool. Those things. You guys have no picture of that. I'll draw it. It's this thing here. It's not a pitchfork, but it's smaller, and it actually has 5 things. It's not a pitchfork, though. Okay, so don't live chat Mark and say it's a pitchfork. It's not a pitchfork. I know what a pitchfork is. It's a fork, bigger. This is like a little thing that you like dig up the stuff with. Anyway, that's what we used to get the soccer ball. Like, there's something that you might need. We'll link to it on Amazon. Now, you could have a resources page, but what if, throwing this out there again, might not be specific to your niche. What if Amazon's running a deal on gardening equipment this week only? Ooh. Everything in the gardening category in Amazon is 10% off. Why would you not tell your entire freaking list about that?
Or you notice a lightning deal or something, yeah.
It's a flash deal, yeah. You keep up with that stuff, and Amazon will let you know. I mean, there's some money right there. Money to be made right there.
I want to, got a couple other questions, a follow-up one on the gardening one, but I wanted to welcome Chris Nash and Kurt Grella. They've
Kurt or Kirk?
Jumped in. Kurt.
Kurt or Kirk? Is the K at the end? Kurt. Hey, Kurt. Hey, Chris. Welcome aboard.
So here's a question that was asked. Said, taking the gardening example further, does the course tell you where to find affiliates?
Like I said, that's all of module 3. So module 3 walks you through finding, and Mark, if I'm forgetting anything in any of the modules, just let me know. Because like I said, there's over 80 lessons. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember all of them. We talk about finding the affiliate programs. We talk about virtually guaranteeing acceptance. One of the biggest problems that new people start off with, that when you're just getting started, I know what it's like. I've been there, guys. When you're first starting off, it's hard to get accepted because, and mentally, you may not feel like you should get accepted because what do you have to offer somebody when you're only going to make them like one sale a year and they're a multi-million-dollar company? But we talk about finding the programs, where to look, how to, literally everything associated with that, how to get accepted, what to do if you're declined. Here, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll just sum up that lesson. You're gonna get declined 30 to 50% of the time, and almost 100% of the time, probably 95% of the time, you're gonna get accepted if you follow what I teach. Because here's the reason I know, because it works on me. I decline about 30% of the people over the years that sign up. And I know what works on me and I know what works on other affiliate managers. We're going to talk about what to do if you get declined, what to do if they don't have a program. We're going to talk about what to do after you're accepted, kind of those next steps, how to build a relationship with the affiliate manager, all that stuff in module 3. Yes, so we have that covered.
Very good. Let's see. My business is providing government contracting solutions to small businesses. How can affiliate marketing tie into that?
Your business, okay, so it sounds like, and I could be wrong on this, but I'll give you an example. I have a guy, his business is a CPA, but he also has a blog where he talks to other CPAs. If you have a platform where you kind of teach what you do, then we're probably going to be talking about products about selling, products about, literally like products about presentations and I'm not very familiar with government work, you can tell, but still selling to the government is still selling. You're still selling to an individual, even though they have like 9,000 hoops to jump through versus, normal people. But yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be something like that. Now, if your entire business is selling government stuff to government people, you're not going to build a list of other people. Honestly, yeah, this may be like one of those examples where I don't have a clue what you could do. But if you have a website that teaches what you do, maybe there's some government people that follow your platform and, so on and so forth. You could certainly teach them, how to do what you do. Mm-hmm. Or you could certainly have some resource. Like, I don't know specifically what they could be, but if I were speaking to a bunch of people who were going to sell to government stuff, yeah, I would have some general sales stuff, some productivity stuff, some running a business stuff. I would have some family stuff. I recently had a guy, he's a real estate agent who teaches other real estate agents. And when he found out about the Ziglar family course, so Zig Ziglar, his legacy, one of the products that we have created this year, and one of my clients is Ziglar Family. It's a course all about, how to have a family that wins. And he said, oh my gosh, I want to promote that. Now there's 2 reasons. One, Zig Ziglar. He feels like he owes Zig Ziglar. The second reason is all of his real estate agents, the overwhelming majority of them have families. So there are sometimes these things that seem like Ray Edwards is going to promote Ziglar Family. Sally Hogshead is going to promote John Lee Dumas. None of them, when you think of them, do you think of the word family, like they talk about family, but family is such a big aspect of business and life. So that's one of those things where there can be some stuff that seems like it's way off to the side, but it's, it actually is connected. And again, one thing you're going to do, you're going to learn. So let's just say, we'll call this, that's not the letter F there, by the way. That is a P. We're going to say you promote Ziglar Family, Ray Edwards Copywriting Academy, and Michael Hyatt's 5 Days to Your Best You Ever, BYE. And again, somebody opts in for that, but not that. They opt in for that, and they buy this, but they don't buy Best You Ever. What have we learned about them? Again, on this microscopic level, family is very important to them. A little bit more so than goal setting, and a lot more so than learning how to sell products online. What have we also learned about them? Well, the price point here is lower. Again, on this level, it could be either or both. We don't know. But at a micro level, it's really hard to tell. But if we continue that further, and we'll say they buy NP, well, they have to buy that. We got to circle that. No, because we should go there. noproductnoproblem.com/enroll. Nice segue there, right? No, they buy that. No, I'm gonna erase that. That's a terrible example because this is gonna mess my example up. Even though we will have people who buy both, but then they buy a course on, let's say they opt in for Jeff Goins Tribe Writers. Well, okay, they're not interested in copywriting, but they might be a little bit interested in learning to build a blog. And then maybe Ramit Sethi's Zero to Launch. They don't do that, and then I don't know. What's another? Let's just say what's another example, Mark? I'm out of examples here. Give me something.
Of launches?
Yeah. SPS.
SPS, yeah.
Self-publishing school. Okay. So here's what we've learned. Family, but now these 2 courses are very similar in the sense this course goes more into depth about writing a book and selling it. This course is about building your blog. and they buy that one. Well, that's a $2,000 course. It's not necessarily price point anymore. That's the big thing about this person. It's they want to write a book and they really care about their family. So again, weird example there, but it gives you an idea of what you can learn from affiliate marketing. And sometimes those products are not even in the like atmosphere of what your niche is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, like you mentioned earlier too, it sounds like they kind of got the idea. They said my clients are business owners. So based on what you said, probably focus on books, on running businesses. I mean, essentially, if all else fails, like you said, go to Amazon. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, oh my goodness.
But books, books on business.
You got to learn to write copy. You got to learn to, Ziglar's got courses. Oh my goodness. There are so many courses on selling, running a business, entree leadership, things like that. As far as courses that you can go through, the list is, it's so overwhelming, the number. Go look up leadership courses, courses on scaling your business, starting a business. Because I don't know if they've started or they're just interested. Courses on selling, things like that. The list goes on and on.
All right. Here's another one. I'm assuming they mean if you're a member of the course. Will Matt look at our blog and give us personal recommendations?
On those live calls, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'd add too, that's a great place. That's a great use of the Facebook group. That'd be a great thing.
That's another one. Here's the deal. I'm admittedly, and I'm an expert on the subject, but that community is going to be the best place. And I'm not saying that just to avoid having to help you, because no, on the call, I'm not going to do like a 45-minute walkthrough, but actually, and Mark, you know what I'm about to say, Mark, write this down. We should do that as a part of the course. Whoever asked that question, I think we should do that. I think we should, periodically, we should take a look at a campaign and break it down from a student. So believe it or not, this is what I love about live trainings, doing these live. We just created something. We're going to do that as a part. They're not going to be a part of that call. Feel free to ask on the call, but we're going to have you submit your marketing campaign essentially, and maybe do a quick video and explain what you did. We're going to dissect it and give you some stuff that'll help you, not only for you, but for the whole community. We're going to say, here's what they messed up. We're going to call you out on that, but also here's what they did really well and what you can learn from them. So cool question. We're going to add that. And you just helped us create a really cool, whatever it is. So thanks. That's awesome. So the answer is yes, yes, yes.
Here's another question, Matt. I have a hair blog. The related affiliate commissions are very small, like really small. How can I make it big in affiliate marketing? They're talking like an $8 shampoo on Amazon gives you 45 cents.
Yeah. Find direct promotions. I don't know for a fact whether hair products have direct people out there that, they sell their products directly. Like Vidal Sassoon sells his shampoo on his website. That's first. Go direct. Skip Amazon as much as possible. Because their commissions are 4 to 6%. I'm on the high end now, and I only still make 6% on average. So trust me, I know. I feel your pain. Keep that, keep it internal as much as possible. Secondly, you said a hair blog. Well, there are people following you that aren't necessarily just there to learn how to do hair for themselves. So are there products out there that teach how to do hair? The answer is yes. There are products that teach you how to French braid. Okay, I've named all the hairstyles I can name. They teach you, or things you would do to somebody. They teach you how to cut hair. What about, maybe here we have, I think it's Rude beauty schools. I can't think of any other names of beauty schools, by the way. So I'm naming like the one thing I know. Maybe they have a referral program. If you refer people to their beauty school, they might, $100 referral fee or 10% referral fee of tuition. I don't know, but I would look into things like that. The other thing I would do is think about, okay, what do people, you say it's hair. Well, what are people who are real? What do we know about people who read a hair blog? Appearance is very important to them. So we talked about those products off to the side. What about a product at the beginning of the year on goal setting to get in shape? What about a product actually on fitness? What about promoting Craig Ballantyne's Turbulence, probably not good for a female audience, which I'm assuming most of your audience is. But, what about fitness? What about nutrition? What about a course on, there's got to be something out there that talks about, nutrition and has a lesson on like why it's good for your hair and nails. So those are some examples, like they're off to the side a little bit. But again, think about one of the lessons we have, module 2, mindset. That I told you that's the but module is, but I don't know my avatar. When we think about our avatar, let's call him, or let's call her Julia. Julia reads a hair blog. What do we know about Julia? Like I said, appearance is important to her. Perception is important to her. Nobody reads a hair blog if they don't care about their appearance. We know she spends a lot of money on clothes, or she's looking for really killer deals on nice clothes. It's one of the two. So, people who read a hair blog actually probably are more in that latter one. Whereas, because if you care a lot about your appearance and you can afford fancy clothes, you probably just get your hair done, don't care about doing it yourself. But if you read a hair blog, you probably care about deals on clothes. And so there's something where you can work direct with companies. I can't think of any clothing companies offhand, just off the top of my head, because I've never been in that niche. But go work with a clothing company, and periodically, if they have a flash sale where, let's say the Gap or Old Navy is 40% off online today only, I think that'd be a good promo for your hair blog, because we know they care about their appearance, they care how they look, and they probably aren't, insanely wealthy to the point where they have like a stylist who does all their own stuff. That's what we know about your audience. So think that way. And I'm telling you, we will show you in the course, we go super in depth into avatars and how to find programs like that.
Are you ready for another one?
I am.
You want to take another drink?
I am. How much time do we have?
We're hitting right about 90 minutes right now total. So we're getting close.
Let's go. We're really, really close, because I can't see a clock, for the record. I have no clock anywhere near me right now. If we're that close, we're going to go, guys. What's 10 minutes from now? 10 minutes from now
would be, you're going to make me switch it to Eastern, aren't you? 5:30, 5:40.
5:40. All right, guys. 5:40. That lifetime access to those calls ends. We are stopping this live training at 5:40. So go to noproductnoproblem.com/enroll. Get signed up now. And let's take some more questions.
All right. Another question. What will I have access to on day 1 of the course?
Yeah, day 1. So this course comes out sequentially. Like we said, we want you to take action as you're going. So the entire course, you're not going to have access to everything in the course. It doesn't work as well skipping around. You go start on module 7. You're missing some of the basics. You're missing some of that foundation. So you've got access to the first 4 modules, the welcome module, which is actually really important. It's not like your typical welcome module where I'm like, welcome, and here's that, there is that, but there's a lot of other good stuff in there. Then we go into the first 4 modules, and we got some of the bonuses you'll have access to, because we talk about those in those modules, and we just wanted you to be able to link, we link directly to them and say, go on over to, to this module or to this bonus. But then we're going to come out every 2 to 4 days. We've got it timed out. Every 2 to 4 days, we're going to have a new module release. You'll have access to the entire course in whatever, average of 3 days, 5 more modules. We'll call it about 2.5 weeks. The entire rest of the course will be available. So you can go through it sequentially, and we'll let you know when those modules are available.
I like it. Let's see. Where was the question I just had? I just lost it.
Incoming chat.
Should I tell a joke now?
You could tell a joke. Let's see. I'll look at some other ones here. I'll go back and find it. It was really, really good, though.
Show My 3 Sons, and it said, man, My 3 Sons would have been a lot lamer show if it was called My One Dad.
Let's see. We had a lot of questions about having no list or very little list, and I know we've kind of hit that already. But we go into depth in that and some other ways that you can promote offers.
Yeah, it's in multiple parts of the course where we not only, we talk about the mindset of, we go through very specific stuff about how to do it with no list. I've touched on them earlier, and those giving you kind of that 30,000 foot flyover. Here's what I would do. I'm going to give you one takeaway. Well, two takeaways. One, it's possible. I have seen it done. It is proven. Two, you have connections. I mean, literally, if you are a hermit who has no friends, no acquaintances, and you go to your email and you type in every letter through the alphabet and it doesn't pull anything down in the drop-down box, like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. You go to LinkedIn, you don't have any LinkedIn. You don't have any Facebook friends. You have no Facebook fans, no Twitter followers, no Instagram followers. Okay, yeah, you're out of luck. Sorry. Now take the course, learn how to build a list, and then you can do some affiliate marketing. But I want you to know it is possible, no matter how many people you have on your list, how small it is, right down to 0 people.
Let's see. Looking for another question here. Oh, what type of content is the course? You've mentioned videos. Is there other options is what they're asking.
Every lesson has a video. So just imagine you got a little header up here, and here's me. Beep, beep. I look like Gumby. All right, that's awesome. Every lesson has a video. There's going to be a video download, an audio download. So you can throw this on your smartphone, your iPod. You can download it, like we said, Steeler stuff if you really feel that way. There's different resources we mentioned. So there might be some swipe files, a checklist, a template. What else would there be a download? All those types of things that will be down here as well. So some of them will have, just an audio and a video. If it's just if it's a lesson, some of them, if we need, have checklists and templates, got a ton of those that have those as well. So lots of resources in there. And different modes of learning. So if you're an auditory learner, like me, I'm an auditory learner. I would never actually watch my own videos, believe it or not. That's not the way I learn. I'm an auditory learner. So me, I'm going through downloading that, throwing them over to iTunes and bada boom, bada bing, and listening to them, while I'm working out or something. So do it that way. That's fine. Watch the video, do both. Another way that I found is fun is to go through, for people who can do, because I can do video. We've done it. Mark, you and I have done it with going through courses. I mean, go watch the video. You're going to see this thing and this thing. Actually, it's not this marker. It's a different one. But still, you're going to see this board and one of these, a lot of that in this course. And go through, watch the videos, download the audio, and you can go back and listen to them over time, especially the case studies and maybe your favorite lessons. When you say, you know what, I feel like I need that reminder or that message every couple of months or every year. It's just like, I talked about Zig Ziglar. There's some Zig Ziglar stuff, guys, I have listened to dozens and dozens of times. Seth Godin talks about that. Ray Edwards talks about that, where they literally have listened to some of his content dozens and dozens of times. Like when Seth Godin had tapes, the tape weared out. If you remember whatever, I think it's called tape. Yeah. The tape wore out. He listened to it so much. The CD got scratched just from playing it. He listened to it so many times. So do that. But yeah, every mode of learning you can think of, we've got it in there.
I like it. All right, let's see. When I think of affiliate marketing, I get overwhelmed with everything that there is to do, links, emails, etc. Where do I start?
You start in module 1 right here. That's the whole point of that, is it's going to take you through sequentially. Now, where do you start? Like we've gone through today. It starts up it starts up there, up here. It starts in your head. It starts with this mindset of how can I use affiliate marketing to grow my business? And then it starts with one program. I make this abundantly clear in module 3, lesson 2, actually, that you start with one program. Here's what happens. I see this happen so often. They go off and they learn how to find affiliate programs, and then they create a spreadsheet, and they have the program name, the affiliate manager, the email for the affiliate manager, the sign up link, the price point, the commissions, the cookie length, and they have all this stuff here, and they have a list of 20 programs, and then they apply to none of them. Or they apply to 20 programs. I'm an affiliate for 20 programs, and they promote none of them. Or they sign up and they promote, they promote 20 of them, and they make money from them because they're not focused. What's it John Lee Dumas talks about? Follow one course until success. Pick one program, start with it. I'm not saying you have to make your first dollar, but do your first promo, send your first email, put up your first link for one, then go do two. Do not create a spreadsheet of affiliate programs. If you create a spreadsheet of affiliate programs and I hear about it, I will kick you out of the course. I'm lying about that. I'm not going to kick you out of the course. But if you create a spreadsheet, you have problems. Even if you're a spreadsheet person, don't create one. And then two, it's sign up, promote, sign up, promote, sign up, promote, learn what my audience wants, learn what's working. Let's do the next one. Make $10, make $1,000, make $5,000. Do the next one. If I had tried to sign up for 10 programs, I would have been intimidated. It's very easy, anything online marketing, to be intimidated. You probably have listened to 150 podcast episodes in the last 6 months. I know because I'm you, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. And what do? Do we implement anything we learn? Maybe, but probably not if we keep listening to podcast episodes. Instead, I want you to go through module 1, 2, and 3, start one, then go through and sell. I want you to start making money. That's what this is all about. One of the biggest advantages we talked about, number 2, you get to monetize immediately. You don't monetize when you sign up for 20 programs on day one. You monetize when you sign up for one and you focus on it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we're at about 3 minutes. I'd like to say hi to Natalie, who signed up as well. Thanks for that. Looking forward to having you in there. Somebody said, does this work the other way around where you have a product but are looking for affiliates?
Yep. Got a whole course on that. It's called 7-Figure Affiliate Launch. Won't go into too much detail on that, but I will tell you, like we talked about, when you promote things as an affiliate, there is no single better way to connect with other potential affiliates. Mm-hmm. We have an entire bonus lesson on that. Affiliate Facebook groups and connecting with other affiliates. I mean, it's one of the best ways. Also, reciprocal promotion. So A promotes B, and then B promotes A, or A promotes B, who promotes C, who promotes A, so on and so forth. There's no better way to get affiliates than to be an affiliate. And like I said, and I think it was it number 11? Yeah, number 11 of our 7 today. 7-11, never thought about that. Of 11th reason was you learn what works for affiliate programs. No better way to learn what works for affiliate programs than to be an affiliate. And for the record, everything I just talked about, reciprocal promotions, like best practices on reciprocal, we take a deep dive into reciprocals. We take a deep dive into what if I can promote you, but you can't promote me because, it's not a good fit. That happens a lot more than you think it would. We talk a lot about second tier, referrals. We talk a lot about how to get affiliates by being an affiliate, and very in depth. Now, if you really, really are looking to just take the next step and learn how to run your own affiliate program, like I said, we've got a course for that. Just email us, support@mattmcwilliams.com, or hit up Mark on live chat, and we'll hook you up with that link.
Yep. And I mean, we had a mutual friend of ours, Scott, he got a few affiliates from a recent promotion he did. They found out that it was a good fit, what they were both doing, and they connected.
No better way.
No emails.
Single, easier, better way. Oh, here's what happens. You get paid to get affiliates. Like win-win, right?
That's right. Let's see. Other questions. We're about out of time. Oh, it is. It's 5:40 right now. Do you want to take one more question or?
Yeah, one more.
One more. Let's make it a good one. Let's see.
Make sure we're going to give you a few more minutes there just to go noproductnoproblem.com/enroll. Jump in, immediate lifetime access to the course.
Someone said, what types of things are you going to cover on the group coaching calls? Is there going to be some sort of agenda? I assume that's what they're asking, or is it just going to be answering questions?
There is going to be no agenda. We're going to cover what you want to cover that day. And I'm sure I'll have some updates. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably have some updates as far as, hey, here's something cool I've learned. I know in and 7-figure affiliate launch, we always had we have our specific, agenda for that day. We have our topic. But a lot of times when we did the follow-up calls, it was like, hey, I just want to let you know, here's 7 things I learned over the past couple of weeks and wanted to share those with you guys real quick or as we go along. And now let's jump in and take some questions. But here's what I can tell you. They're not going to be boring. There's going to be plenty of content. You guys are going to have tons of questions. The course is so in-depth that we're not going to have, a billion questions, but you're going to have a lot of questions because you're going to get into specifics and you're going to ask questions like you asked today. I've got a website about it's about hair blogs, or I've got a hair blog. What do I do? Or one of the things we don't cover in the course, we cover what to do if an affiliate promotion's not working. We talk about your next steps, but we don't talk about in the course, I'm promoting this and this is happening. This specific thing is happening. Mm-hmm. What do I do? I don't know because I don't know what that specific thing is. We're going to get into that. Trust me, over the years, over the past 12 years, I've seen everything. I've experienced everything. There are virtually hair blog was, I'll be honest, that was one of the most interesting ones. But outside of the hair blog or the garden homesteading thing, I have very rarely encountered a situation anymore. We talk about this all the time, Mark and I do. It's rare that I get a question that I don't know the answer to like that. I just know the answer because I've had it a dozen times. We've just reached the point where there aren't that many new questions. And we're going to cover all those. And I'll tell you what, if I don't know the answer, then we're going to learn it together. We're going to learn it together.
Yep.
So go check it out, guys. No product, no problem.com enroll. You got an opportunity. If that order comes in the next couple of minutes, we know it takes a few minutes to type in all your stuff and press send or press submit and all that. That order comes in the next couple of minutes. You're going to get lifetime access to those calls. Again, you only get 4 if you sign up after this. So if that order comes in after about 5:50 Eastern, unless you tell me, and are honest that you tried, then you're not going to get those. You're going to get those 4. But you get lifetime access if you sign up now. And I hope to see you inside the course. If you have any questions, we'll be on. Mark will stay on for a couple minutes on live chat. Or you can email us at support@mattmcwilliams.com. And I hope to see you inside the course. Any last words, Mark?
Thanks for being there, guys. Lots of great questions. I made it really, really easy on us.
Awesome. We'll see you guys.